Each locality, if we talk about the Rift Valley, it has its own challenges that are different from here at the coast or the northeast or elsewhere. But as a pilot, it's not that I was favoring the coast. It's because Hussein Khalid was bold enough to come and tell me, we have this proposal, can we try and pilot it? And I think it has proved that it can work. That, as you said, justice is relative depending on where you come from and the challenges that you face on the ground. And that we don't have a fit-all solution to everywhere within the country. And I think this is a very good example that if we take a local approach to solving problems, then we can be able to solve and get good results. And I think from 2018, Justice, you know yourself, we have seen a decrease in issues and matters of countering, in issues and matters of extremism and even terrorism itself. I think as a country today, we are facing the challenge of police excesses and what some people want to refer as extrajudicial killings, EJK. But I want to say this. I think that represents a very small fraction and percentage of the police. That those who are engaging in those activities are probably just 1%. And it should not be reflective of the good or the reflective of the police. What we should recognize is that the police is doing a great job. And 99% of the work that they are doing, we are enjoying as Kenyans today. We are able to walk in the streets safely. We are able to be here. And the police should not take it as if we are targeting or trying to penalize them. No. We are actually trying to safeguard the good name and the good service of the police by pointing out that those who have done wrongs do not represent the good force and the good work that the police is doing. So when we charge some police officers for the wrongs that they have done, we are not charging the whole force. And we are not saying that the whole force has done something bad. What we are saying is that those few people who are trying to tarnish that good name should face the law. I think moving forward, what we hope to see under this new dispensation and the next 5 years is that we will be able to cement a working relationship that works towards ensuring that there is good faith and collegiality between the different institutions that are charged with ensuring that the rule of law and access to justice is dispensed to each and every Kenyan. And that we will be people of integrity and that we will be honest and true to the Constitution and the law. And I think what we're trying to do here is actually ensuring that the Constitution is functioning as it was envisaged, and that a human rights-based approach is the best approach to solving these problems. About 2 months ago, I was in Mozambique, and Mozambique is actually facing the problems that we faced in early 2000s with terrorism. And they really don't, they are faced with a lot of challenges. And as Kenya, I think we tried to bring a different perspective to them, that countering violent extremism and a program like this one would work. And we did the same also with Nigeria. And I think both those countries are coming to Kenya to do a case study to be able to roll it out. So as the DCI has said, the effect of the good work that we are doing here and the fact that Kenya is a leading country within the region in democracy and in human rights, we are able then, with our heads held high, to export the good practices that we have here. With those few words, I really want to thank Haki Africa. I want to thank the British High Commission. I want to thank our partners within the different government institutions and government arms, the judiciary, the DCI and the National Police Service, IPOA, for coming together and ensuring that this program is a success.
As the DCI, I would be extending my support and inclusion in ensuring that the community and the nation is free from violent extremism, while concurrently setting a good practice for adoption by all state and non-state actors. The transnational nature of terrorism and violent extremism underscores the vital importance of multilateral cooperation to detect, identify, and disrupt violent extremism and to bring terrorists to justice. I therefore support the multi-agency approach adopted by the government in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism because it is bearing the desired results and has helped in bringing the number of terror-related cases down.
So in judiciary, our vision also is to create transformation through access to justice. But for us, we must give people justice, whether it's criminal justice, civil justice, children in conflict of the law, and several other things. It is our duty to ensure that everybody accesses justice. And therefore, we are together in this discourse with Haki Africa and with the office of the DPP. From the office of the principal judge, I want to congratulate you and I want to assure you that we will give you the support, the judicial support that is required to ensure that this program which we are launching today transcends into something which Kenyans will be proud of, not only within this region but throughout the Republic of Kenya, and like the DCI said earlier, even beyond.
While it is the duty of the security agencies to ensure that peace and tranquility is not threatened, the onus is ours at IPOA to accommodate members of the society who may feel aggrieved by the police action. That's why IPOA was formed, to hold police accountable to the public in the performance of their functions, that police strive for professionalism and discipline, promote and practice transparency and accountability, and finally, to ensure independent oversight of the handling of complaints by the service. Some of the complaints we have received at IPOA have their root cause in violent extremism and include death and disappearances. Many of such complaints are avoidable. With such interventions like the CREATE project, and we are here today to witness its fruition today, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and Haki Africa provided new hope and alternative to youth who otherwise are most vulnerable to being recruited to violent extremism.
Nafikiri mnaweza kuona kwamba tumepunguza incidences za violent extremism in Kenya kwa kiasi kikubwa sana. Moja ni katika kushiriki. Kuna mengi yanafanyika watu hawajui, lakini because ya ushirikiano huu. Haya mama. Kitu ambacho tunafurahia leo tukilaunch ni kwamba the coordination and cooperation between civil society, members of the public and government institutions in ensuring there is justice in whatever component it is, imeanza kuleta natija, imeanza kuleta positive results. Kwa hivyo naomba tuendelee kushirikiana hivyo. Mimi sina mengi.
1, 2, are we ready? 2, 3. Can we clap for ourselves? But and this cake is not just cake for party or anything. The country across the globe. Who else will come? Officially part our good practices book. That's a whole book inside.
Okay.
Kata keki tule.
Complex.